Hello, everybody. Wolfgang here. Today is Thursday, July the 3rd. One more day, and it's the 4th of July, Independence Day, where we got our independence. Sometimes people think that it's getting taken away. Well, maybe it is to some extent, but I'd rather live here in the USA than any other place. I guarantee. So how we all doing today? Good, I hope. It is warm, more muggy. I mean, it's only like 86, 87 maybe, but it feels like it's up in the 90s. But just wait, it will be tomorrow. So I hope everybody has a great holiday weekend. If you do a barbecue, make sure you don't burn your food, undercook it, overcook it. I don't know. I've met some people when doing hot dogs, they actually like their hot dogs burnt. I was like, okay. But anyway, I got those ribs last week I got them for a deal. I couldn't pass them up. $10 a slab. So I did one last weekend, and I'm going to do the other slab tomorrow. I have it thawed out, and I'm going to prep it later tonight so it can sit in the fridge overnight. And I'm going to cook it a little different. I smoked last week's rib, and it was good, but I don't know. It wasn't like fall off the bone. Some people like fall off the bone. Some people like the meat actually to stick to the bone. We like it to, fall off the bone. And you can actually mix it in with your baked beans. Makes it taste good too. So, speaking of food, that's what my spam report is about. So let me share it. Hello. Please leave a message. Damn phone. It says the founding fathers didn't eat hamburgers, hot dogs on the 4th of July. Here's what they had instead. Later this week, millions of Americans will gather around the grill for the 4th of July. All the traditional favorites will be an offer around the nation, from hot dogs to hamburgers and every other grilled up protein between. Americans will consume millions of hot dogs and hamburgers this summer, and likely every summer until the end of time. But it's worth noting that this tradition began with a very different menu. Back on July 4th, 1776, the founding fathers took their celebration to the sea rather than the land. Salmon, crab, oyster, shad, and turtle soup were favorite delicacies among luminaries like George Washington and John Adams. Peas boiled, new potatoes, cornmeal, oatcakes, would you call me, and other side dishes were plentiful. Those from the South, like James Madison, preferred a dish made of pork, peas, and rice called Hoppin' John. I'm not a pea eater, so I don't know. One aspect of the 4th of July that had stood the test of time is Americans' love for alcohol and all things sweet. John Adams preferred to drink hard cider, while George Washington was a beer aficionado. Thomas Jefferson's drink of choice was champagne, and Alexander Hamilton once ordered more than 100 bottles of wine and 7 bowls of spiked punch for a particularly raucous party. Raucous? Okay. Jefferson is also credited with bringing ice cream to the States, which was considered a delicacy reserved for only the upper class at the time. Jefferson, Madison, and Hamilton were all noted ice cream fans, and George Washington had an affinity for his wife's homemade cakes. Martha Washington's cake of choice for her husband was known as the Great Cake, a spiced dessert filled with fruit, nuts, and alcohol. Walter Stab, executive chef of Philadelphia's City Tavern, told the Smithsonian Magazine that the founding fathers were some of the earliest proponents of the farm to table strategy for sourcing their meals largely out of necessity. If it was around, you ate it, Stabe noted, adding that the founding fathers ate a large amount of legumes, what the hell? I don't know what that is. Produced and whatever they could hunt or find in the wilderness. Today's Americans can simply head to their local supermarket for their 4th of July food, giving them substantially more options than the founding fathers had nearly 250 years ago. So there you go. They didn't have hamburgers. They didn't have hot dogs. They probably ate, let's see, back then, I'm sure there was turkey, quail, deer. In the areas, I don't know about bison. I don't know. But like it said, whatever was around, that's what they ate. I'm not going to say dog. Oh, Lordy. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of interesting. I think I did back in Thanksgiving with the Pilgrims and the Indians, what they actually ate. I'm sure it varied from all kinds of stuff. But yeah, back then, if it was roaming around in the woods, they probably ate it. Skunk, possum, whatever. Big old frogs. So I've never had frog legs. I heard it's not bad. I think my wife said she tried them. She also had real turtle soup too. So there's another one. I heard turtle soup's pretty good. I don't know. Now I'm getting hungry. This is Wolfang. I hope everybody has a safe weekend, a safe time off. Blessed be. Stay safe. And I'll bullshit with y'all later. Bye.